Hey 49er fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Yes, we're talking about quarterback trades today. It's all the buzz right now after Aaron Rodgers, of course, lost yesterday. More on that in a second. But I'll ask you guys the first question. Pick one to trade for, Rodgers, Watson, or Stafford. We're talking about all three of them today because they've all been linked to the 49ers in the past 48 hours. So make sure you guys go ahead and give me your picks down below. W for Watson, R for Rodgers, S for Stafford. I want to hear from you. All right, so as the title indicates, this video, of course, is going to cover a ton of news going on with the 49ers, but we are, of course, sponsored and presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/49ers for 20% off your order and free shipping. The link is down below in the description box, manscaped.com/49ers. So, let's look at the Rodgers rate, right? You probably watched it yesterday. Aaron Rodgers losing to Tom Brady in the NFC Title Game, making him now 1 for 4 in NFC Title Game trips. And, of course, a lot of people are questioning the coaching of that game and going for a touchdown, down 8 in the red zone in the fourth quarter instead of kicking a field goal. And that seemed to be very frustrating for Aaron Rodgers, as he has seen frustrated the past couple of years with the Green Bay organization. And when asked about his possible return in 2021, in the post-game press conference, Aaron Rodgers cast a lot of doubt on that. And so people are automatically adding him to a list of growing trade candidates for the 49ers to go ahead and sign. You guys have asked me about this many times on our 49ers Live Q&A on Thursdays, and I keep saying no, but at least now there's some truth behind Rodgers potentially wanting out of the organization. Here's what he told the reporter just last night, quote, "There are a lot of guys' futures that are uncertain, myself included. That's what's sad about it most. There's a lot of unknowns going into this offseason now. I'm going to have to take some time away for sure, clear my head, and just see what's going on with everything, but it's pretty tough right now." And of course, that leaves no stone unturned for people wanting to speculate of Rodgers' destination in 2021. Pro Football Talk had this tweet saying Aaron Rodgers' destination is 2021, Niners, Patriots, Steelers, Raiders, Colts, and Saints. Now, first off, let's just say this. Rodgers, even though he's 38, is still one of the elite quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in the National Football League behind Patrick Mahomes. He's going to probably win the NFL MVP, and so trading for him is going to cost an arm and a leg. With that being said, I'd still take Watson over Aaron Rodgers, and the simple status is he's way younger. Now, I think Rodgers could give you 4 or 5 more years of elite level play. You saw what Tom Brady did at the age of 43. You have 38, 43. I think Rodgers still has a lot of big years left, and there's no debate and no lying the fact that him and Kyle Shanahan with the 49ers offense would be stupid good. I mean, if you do the trade today, I'm pumped. It's exciting. But if you're talking about the price of trading for not a former NFL MVP, but the current NFL MVP, it'll cost at least as much as the Deshaun Watson trade, if not more. And so which would you rather have? For me, I'd rather take Watson because he is a lot cheaper, although there could be a scenario where Rodgers wants to go to 49ers, whereas Watson doesn't. More on that a little bit later, but I would take Watson over Rodgers. What say you? To the pinned comment down below. Who is the better quarterback? Is it Deshaun Watson, type DW, or Aaron Rodgers, AR? There's no debate that Aaron Rodgers is the better quarterback. It's more of who's a better prospect for the 49ers going forward. I would take Deshaun Watson, but I'll see what you guys think. Okay, let's move over here to Deshaun Watson. We've talked about him about 8 billion times here on the channel. However, a new report out of the Miami Herald suggests Deshaun Watson has his short list of preferred trade areas or trade teams, and the Niners are not on that list. Now, don't freak out. Let's include the Jets, the Dolphins, but as we're going to break down here, this Miami Herald report, I think, is more of internal Texans chatter versus actual Deshaun Watson wishes and demands. Here was Niners Nation on the Miami Herald article by Armando Salguero, I think is how you say his name. Quote, "If you take the report at face value, San Francisco is out of the running to land the star quarterback. If you read the article, there's no mention of any source. A simple Control F answers that question. Most of his articles is quotes from Watson or 49ers cornerback Richard Sherman. A lot of conjecture and pieces puzzled in piecing puzzles together is how the article reads." Listen, there's no debate that, of course, Deshaun Watson will be traded soon. We all understand that he does not want to be a Houston Texan. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand the fact that he will be traded somewhere. And maybe the Jets and Dolphins are on his front list, even though I don't know why. Like, does he just want to play for Robert Saleh? Does he just want to go ahead and live in Miami? Like, those to me do not seem like two good places and good organizations that want to win right now. This to me feels more like the internal situation of the Texans trying to smear Watson just a little bit in order to bring down the trade value. Remember, should I say bring up the trade value, and saying that, oh, the Texans and Dolphins want him, and the Niners go, oh, no, we still want him, offer them more. So I would take this at face value. I would not freak out about him, not putting the Niners on the actual list here. I think if he was traded to San Francisco, he'd be pumped and excited, and I'd have no worries with that at all. Albert Breer, though, has some quick thoughts on not only him, but other quarterbacks in terms of the trade. And this is something we keep hearing out of San Francisco, that the 49ers are looking but still content with Jimmy Garoppolo. Breer says this, quote, "The Niners are open to an upgrade, but would be okay going forward with their current quarterback." Not a terrible spot to be in. So maybe that's really like one of the draft quarterbacks and will trade from number 12. Maybe they'll deal for someone like Sam Darnold. Maybe they see Matt Ryan as a better stopgap than Jimmy Garoppolo if Atlanta makes him available. Regardless of any of that, they've got the chance to stand pat or get aggressive at the most important position. And so this circles back to Deshaun Watson. Will the Niners make a phone call? Probably. Will the Niners actually trade for Deshaun Watson? Who knows? It doesn't feel like it. Feels like there are other options. Stafford, talk about that in a second. But this is something to keep an eye on here in terms of where Deshaun Watson stands with his current situation. We know a trade will happen before the draft if there is one, but the draft is 3 months away, and so we got to calm down just a little bit. How about this? Fill in the blank. Deshaun Watson is a top blank quarterback. Top 5? Top 3? Top 10? Top 15? Where are you at on Watson? He's a top blank quarterback. Let me know down below. And while you're down there, check out this great deal going on with our friends at Manscaped. Manscaped.com/49ers. 20% off your first order plus free shipping on a lot of great stuff. But the main one that I would get right now is all their products in one called the Perfect Package. The Lawnmower 3.0, the 8-hour battery. It's waterproof, got the light on it. I use it almost every single week. It's fantastic. Plus, all of those, the boxer, the free traveling bag, the deodorant, everything included in that bag right now. Get 20% off plus free shipping, manscaped.com/49ers. The link to go, of course, down in the description box. Okay, quickly, we mentioned, of course, Matt Stafford earlier this week, and it was posted on the channel, but we got to bring it up one more time because it was officially announced over the weekend. You guys want my thoughts over it. Matt Stafford and Detroit have officially agreed to part ways, and so they will search for a trade destination, perhaps mutually, for the 33-year-old quarterback. And as Jeremy Fowler says, his eyes right now for Stafford are on the Colts. Probably want to go ahead and play for Frank Reich, but that can obviously change because I think he should obviously consider the 49ers as a spot for that anyway. As we mentioned, we did a video on this yesterday, and so you go and check out that thumbnail and the link down below, and stay subbed for the latest 49ers news and rumors, as it's going to be a crazy, crazy offseason. And as we've already talked about, it is a crazy offseason, but for the Stafford information, make sure you guys are subscribed for that. Now, Stafford, 2020 stats, pretty good. Matt Stafford has been really good over the past couple of years, and as we keep on saying, he's the younger option to Aaron Rodgers, but the more mature in terms of quarterback history than Deshaun Watson. So you want to go for someone who's not as old as Rodgers, but also has more experience as Deshaun Watson, then Stafford fits right in there. The problem is it still will cost you a first-round draft pick, as Carson Palmer and the Raiders showed us. Years ago, you remember Carson Palmer at the age of 32, 1 year younger than Matt Stafford, he was sent over to the Raiders, and the Bengals got a first and second-round draft pick for him. So this is by no means instead of Watson's 3 first-round draft picks or Rodgers' 3 first-round draft picks, we just give up a second for Matt Stafford. He'll still cost a first, but he wouldn't cost multiple first-round draft picks, and that's why, to me, he's a very, interesting option right now for San Francisco. Another good factor on, of course, Matt Stafford is at 33, he's only missed, 8 games in 2018 or 2019, but before that, hadn't missed a start since 2010. Talk about a durable guy who is in there getting beat up on a bad football team, but continues to play, and that's huge for San Francisco, who's had injured quarterbacks the past couple of years. Question marks at quarterback remain, even with Jimmy Garoppolo playing a full 2019 season, but getting injured in 2020. Stafford could become a sexy pick if, of course, you want to go ahead and save a little bit of money and get somebody who statistically has been a very healthy quarterback overall. So we present today's news and rumor video because even though there's no official word of Rodgers wants to be a Niner, or Stafford wants to be a Niner, or Deshaun Watson wants to be a Niner, it feels like the Niners, if they want a quarterback, which remains a big if. We keep saying that they could go get a quarterback, but we also go back to this whole thing of they did say that they want to go ahead and keep Jimmy Garoppolo. So if they really want a quarterback, plenty of options. All it takes is one phone call, a couple draft picks, and you could change your franchise for the foreseeable future, but we got to wait and see what the Niners are obviously going to go ahead and do with that. I'll end on the question again. Pick your quarterback to trade for. Is it Rodgers? Is it Watson? Is it Stafford? If you don't have your comments down below, get them in right now. R for Rodgers, W for Deshaun Watson, S for Matt Stafford. Those seem to be the top 3 options right now. You can throw Winston there, but the top 3 options for the 49ers. Let me know which one you guys like the most. R for Rodgers, W for Watson, or S for Stafford. There you go. Ultimately, for today here on this Monday edition of the 49ers Report. Again, and a lot of tweets and DMs asking me these exact questions, so here we are answering them and really getting into the nitty-gritty of the news coming out of the weekend. Plenty of more videos upcoming over the coming days and weeks, so stay tuned for that. Again, ultimately, for today here in the 49ers Report, I'm your host, Thomas Mott, signing off. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of your